Come on in, Leo. Leo, 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 Leo. Leo. Come on in here. Welcome to Divine Spiritual Tarot. I am here to do your week reading, Leo. I hope you guys are having a good week. Also, Leo, this is a genuine reading and this is not everybody's story. It might relate to you, it might not. If it does not, you can go on your moon as well as your Venus signs and there will be messages there for you, Leo. Cross watchers, y'all are welcome to my channel. As well as you know what side you fit on, as well as I don't do personal readings. Okay? I do genuine readings. This is for all the signs of Leo energy as well. Okay? Cross watchers, y'all are welcome. So let's start, Leo. Let's start. Let's see what's coming in for you guys. What's coming in for Leo? Hold on. Alright, Leo. We have her trust will be well. So you could be trusting all will be well. And it has something to do with new moon in Virgo. So you could be around a Virgo here, okay? We also have her first quarter moon in Virgo assist to a situation. So you could be assisting to a situation here as well. It's like you could be trusting something is all will be well, but you're going to have to attend to some type of situation here. Okay? You could be around a Virgo or something like that as well here. Let's see what else is coming in for the sign of Leo. We have her first quarter moon in Sagittarius. Believe in good luck. So you could be believing in good luck here. Okay? We also have her new moon in Cancer. Relax. So you could be relaxing here and also believing in good luck. But it has something to do with that her. We have her full moon in Aquarius. Be the real you. So you could be around a Aquarius, a Cancer, or a Sagittarius. We have new moon in Capricorn. Step up and take the lead. So you could be stepping up and taking the lead here. Okay, you could be around a Capricorn here. You could be relaxing her as well. Okay. What's coming in for the sign of Leo? So you believing in good luck her. We have her justice missionary worker, and it's connected to the missionary worker. It has something to do with self-reflection and the higher power, and it has something to do with 11. So it has something to do with a new beginning and choices her. Justice Libra energy. It has something to do with the missionary to see the human in the mirror, as well as in order to forgive and change the world. Namia. We have the Wheel of Fortune here. So somebody could be in a purpose here and do missionary work, or somebody who's in a purpose and they do missionary work. We have here our purpose is to know ourselves as well as align with desire and the world action of positive feelings, self-knowledge and growth here with the 10 here, the Wheel of Fortune here. So somebody could be doing missionary work here and they could be in a purpose or something like that as well here. What's coming in for the sign of Leo Spirit? We have the world, yin and yang. So it has something to do with the world here, and it has something to do with thoughts of actions, overcoming doubts and decisions, as well as thinking things through. And there will be mind and identity. So it's connected to the mind and identity here as well with the world cord. It has something to do with the stars, self-knowledge here, and philosophy. So it has something to do with yingers and yangers here, and it has something to do with personal message. So these yingers and yangers are going to get some type of message here, a personal message, because it got something to do with a new beginning and self-reflection. And it has something to do with that here, with how do I shine my light in easy ways, as well as connecting in my higher knowledge, as well as fulfilling my karma. So somebody here is going to fulfill some type of karma, a yinger or a yanger, feminine energy as well as maximum energy here. Yeah, with this star, because it got something to do with something for be a decor here. These stars, these healers, or something like that here, gonna have to go through a death and a rebirth. And how or Aquarius does, got something to do with Cancer energy as well here, the Chariot. And it has something to do with that as well here. Got something to do with these emperors. Okay. We have her radiant guidance. It says allowing positiveness to fulfill your day, surrounding yourself with uplift people and also habits that brings you joy. So you could be surrounding yourself with happy people and good people that brings you joy here. It has something to do with seeking deep understanding and skills to resolve problems and also in information and decisions. So it got something to do with you gonna have to make decisions who you want to hang around in your environment. It's connected to y'all environment here. It has something to do with reflecting on understanding and the patterns that's caused. So y'all gonna have to reflect on some type of patterns that's caused, sir. Okay. Tell me about the sign of Sagittarius. We have here illumination, sir. Something a decor here or something, because it got something to do with seeking enlightenment. Somebody here seeking enlightenment here. That's why something is a decor, because it got something to do with seeking reflection and seeing time into meditation, as well as gaining clarity of life purpose, as well as new foundations under guided and action here. So this Sag here is seeking enlightenment. It's a Sagittarius her that's seeking enlightenment her, and it got something to do with that as well her, with this self-reflection and meditation her. Yeah, that's what it has something to do with her, and it has something to do with the path of creation and guidance. It has something to do with channeling your creating energies into a project, as well as whether it's writing, drawing, creation, allowing ourselves to express our ideas freely. Creation will bring you insight. So somebody heard that's creative her, it brings them insight her. Or somebody who's trying to end your creativeness, or somebody who's trying to end somebody's creativeness. Whoever this is. Anyone on the game? It has some. Oh, okay, I did it already. Because I'm not going to use but one chord. Sorry about that, Leo. Ooh, sorry about that, Leo. So we have here faith into freedom. So a lot of you guys could be in faith into freedom. I have calmed my mind and my doubts to God, releasing them all. I trust in Him perfectly, as well as surrounding Him His will. Faith and freedom. So it has something to do with you could be putting your doubts with God. Okay, at this time here for a lot of you guys as well here with faith and freedom. Life and force. So it has something to do with life force her. Something's going to be taught to y'all about God or something like that. It says, I am being the light of the divine energies that flows through me. Okay? You're going to find out something here. Okay? Give me one on the yin and the yang. Confidence here. Trust in life and wavers by God's will, wisdom, and love. My heart and choices are aligned with the divine. So these yingers here, they think that they got confidence, and they think it got something to do with, they think they got confidence here with wisdom and love, and also by God with wisdom and love, and it has something to do with that here by having confidence, and it has something to do with that with the world core here. They could be like on the World Wide Web or something like that here, these yingers and yangers, but it has something to do with that here. It has something to do with joy and happiness here, and it has something to do with protected. So I heard think they protected by playing with the past, and they're not. They're not protected here by playing with the past. Because somebody here is wearing a mask. They're not in reality. They're going to have to deal with reality, whoever this is. Yeah. By playing with the past, sir. Because it got something to do with guiding lines. Somebody here was guided. Whoever this was. Yeah. These yingers and yangers are guided. And they're not on their compass. Somebody here played around here, Leo. They think they got confidence, sir, but they never went through a transformation. They never went through a death and a rebirth. We back to square one here. Yeah. And it got something to do with that here. They never went through a death and a rebirth there. But they got confidence by acting like they are divine feminine and a refined maximum. Yeah, y'all keep playing that game here. Y'all figure serve her, man. Cause y'all go, I told you, you got to do a death and a rebirth to keep your gifts. You gonna have to go through a death and a rebirth. And Sagittarius that know that you go have to go through a death and a rebirth to keep your gifts. And it has something to do with that her. Play with it if you want to. Play with it if you want to. Play with y'all. Play with it if you want to. It's real facts, sir, man. Real facts, sir. Yeah. Because it got something to do with wishing her. And it has something to do with these light workers, sir. It's wishing. Yeah, y'all keep wishing. That what it look like. That what it look like her. Because it got something to do with new beginning her and inspiring. So somebody can have a new beginning her and that can be inspiring. But it has something to do with that her. But somebody new beginning gonna have to be a death and a rebirth. Yeah, whoever this is. Because somebody here that think that they inspire her, these inspiring people that think that they inspiring with this wish, they returned. And they returned. And now they in disagreements. They finna be in disagreements, sir, because they returned. And it has something to do with that her with these habits. Because it got something to do with they finna be a regret. That is. And they gonna be abandoned in her too. Because somebody here was wearing a mask. Leo. Something be a grave. You could be with your baby mama or somebody here with their baby mom. Somebody here it's something to be a grave her. It's gonna be a grave, man. Somebody gonna have to go through a death and a rebirth her. Real talk. Real talk her. Somebody here. It got something to do with that her. Somebody here gonna have to go through a death and a rebirth her. Whoever this is. They new beginning and new beginning her gonna have to be a death and a rebirth. They gotta go through a death and a rebirth. It has something to do with that her. Yeah. Whoever this is. Somebody here didn't work on they past. They didn't work on the past issues that they got going on, but they want to return to somebody, but they never worked on the past issues that they had going on with that person. And it has something to do with that her. Whoever this is. And it has something to do with that her. Somebody here shielding themselves with this leash of out or anger, offensive, and emotional on. Somebody here finna be angry. Yeah, because it got something to do with that here, with this verbal one and hiding and fear of being. Yeah. Somebody finna leash their anger out on somebody here. Whoever this is, that's why somebody gonna have to shield themselves. Give me one on confidence. Yeah, it got something to do with living as one. The dark and the light. Somebody new beginning her, they got to do the dark and the light. They got to balance their dark and their light. These yingers, they thought that they had confidence. Because it has something to do with the shadow, the light, and body. And it has something to do with their her. Because it got something to do with forgotten. They forgotten they dark and they light. They neglected it. And it has something to do with their her, with this yield of care. And it has something to do with their her. That's why they're going to be like this. With this overrated. And it has something to do with flooding and panicking and past echo that they choose to play with the past. Yeah. That's how they're going to be. They're going to be flooding here. And overrated her. And they feel be running her too and trying to escape. And it has something to do with that her. With this inner turmoil they got going on. I told you that. These Eagles finna get served. With the fear of success. They tied up here. Somebody here. These Eagles, these divine feminines and maximums here, they gonna have to balance they dark and light. They new beginning her is they gonna have to balance they dark and light. And it has something to do with that her. Because somebody here is enlightened on them. These feminine energies and maximum energies and Sagittarius that's enlightened on them. Yeah. What's up? Somebody here played around her, Lily. They played around her, Leo. And it has something to do with that her. Because it got something to do with the Four Swords her. Something be put to rest her. You can be rested or something like that her. But something be put to rest, Libra energy her. And it got something to do with something be put to rest to somebody or give it to somebody her. Taurus energy. Yeah. Tell somebody if it be stuck her. If it be stuck her. Yeah. With this 8 of Swords, somebody finna get a tie with her. These Knight of Cups finna get a tie with her with their toxic lover. They definitely is. Because it got something to do with her. They gonna be heartbroken too. Because it got something to do with that with this 3 of Swords. Because if they thought they was Aquarius here, probably be heartbroken too. This Aquarius could be trying to move Aquarius, but this one's gonna be heartbroken. Because it got something to do with this. They gonna have to go within. They got to go in within with this Hermit card. They definitely got to go within. And it has something to do with that her. It has something to do with the 7 of Swords. These people that's being sneaky, Aquarius, Gemini energy here. Aquarius energy here. Geminis could be in jail. Some of these Geminis in jail here. And it has something to do with that. But it has something to do with Aquarius energy here. That being sneaky here. But it has something to do with the 10 of Wands. Somebody here carry burdens here. Somebody here try to leave out Sagittarius out into the 5 of Pentacles here. And try to juggle this person. Taurus energy, Sagittarius energy here. Yeah, Capricorn. Yeah. Whoever this is. They thought they could do this to a Sag or a Taurus. It got something to do with the Queen of Wands. Fire energy here. Somebody try to be sneaky to y'all, Leo. And it has something to do with that here. It got something to do with the Empress here. And it has something to do with somebody who want these Empresses here for the carry burdens. It's going to be an Empress here that carry burdens. These Empresses for the carry burdens. They finna be out to the 5 of Pentacles here. This real soft here. And because they get juggled. If you put the 5, that's the 6 or 7. It's what they sold their season to. And it has something to do with that. That's why they get towels. They could be getting towels in 16 days. Or 1 day or 6. Yeah. And it has something to do with that her. Everybody around. I never did. The 4 of Pentacles here. Somebody here need a budget. These Queen of Wands here, for some of y'all Leo females, y'all could be budgeting her and hold it back. But it has something to do with that her. It has something to do with judgment on. I told you somebody to make judgment on the Empress here, or Empress making judgment on somebody here, because it got something to do with somebody here for to carry burdens. They want the Sags carry burdens here, or they want somebody here to carry burdens. It got something to do with the Ace of Pentacles here. It got something to do with Earth signs. Earth signs going to be out to the 5 of Pentacles here. These Earth signs, the portal of abundance here. These Earth signs going to be out to the 5 of Pentacles. Yeah. Or they trying to put you out into the 5 of Pentacles, sir. That's why somebody here gonna have to budget with this portal of abundance. They got to budget because you got to start doing somebody here bringing somebody here conflict here. This is Leo energy here. Yeah. I be trying to put y'all in conflict and Leo out to the 5 of Pentacles here, and it has something to do with there, but it has something to do with the Page of Swords here. Y'all got to stay y'all ground, Leo. And it has something to do with that here. Y'all? If it gets served, somebody who was being sneaky here. All these people that was being sneaky here, finna be served here. Yeah, with this Jupiter and Moon energy here, they finna be served. And it has something to do with that. This connected to the solar plex. That's something, yeah, solar plex chakra. Got something to do with stomach. But it has something to do with that here. It got something to do with somebody here need to hold back her. For some of y'all Leos, y'all need to hold back her. Yeah, because got something to do with somebody here trying to lead y'all out to the 5 of Pentacles. Watch y'all budgeting. Yeah, and it has something to do with that here. Virgo energy, Taurus energy here. Y'all can be messing with a Gemini, Aquarius, a Leo, a Capricorn, or another Earth sign. That's who y'all dealing with here. And somebody here got the back. Somebody here finna get played because it got something to do with that. I told somebody here celebrating. With this 3 of Cups with friends, they celebrated her. Somebody here need to stand their ground. They being friends with somebody here. Yeah. He stand their ground. Give me one on this 8 of Swords. The lovers. I told you these lovers finna be stuck. Yup. And they finna be stuck here with this Page of Swords here because it got something to do with work. They should be working her. They shouldn't. It's something they doing her. And it has something to do with moving the caramel water. So if you put that, that's a 7. Somebody being sneaky her. Yeah. Give me one out of 7 of Swords. They're gonna be stuck. Like Chuck. Because it got something to do with some of these lovers here asleep. They sleep her, these lovers. They sleep on somebody being sneaky to them. And then I started doing something as a decoy her. A Scorpio might get ten assorted. Or I started doing that her, and then I started doing something as a decoy her. And then I started doing that her with this Wheel of Fortune. These lovers sleep her. If it be stuck her. Because somebody was sneaky to them. Give me one of this Queen of Wands. I started doing this Queen of Wands her got foresight. Or somebody trying to have them sleep, or you got foresight, or somebody trying to have you sleep. But then I started doing that her. I started doing something if it be put to rest her for somebody with this Page of Pentacles. Because got something to do with the Page of Wands. Somebody here wants somebody here to be sleep on their foresight, or they want you to be sleep on your foresight. Give me one on this for Pentacles. Yeah, I started doing the Ace of Cups. Got something to do with y'all need to hold back from love. Or y'all need to hold back from a water sign. Because it got something to do with the Seven of Pentacles. Is what somebody was showing their season to. With this World card here. And if they give it, that's going to be a no-no. Whatever they giving her. These Empresses that's giving her is what they saw their season to. And they have to do it with the Seven of Swords twice. And they have to do it there her. Because they have to do with these Queen of Swords her. Is it the Ace of Pentacles? They can be manifesting her. Gemini energy as well. But it has something to do with that Temperance energy as well. And it has to do with Sagittarius because somebody's with the rest. With the rest her. Yeah. Give me one on this Ace of Pentacles. It has to do with Cancer energy her. Somebody could be given to a Cancer or somebody hold it back from a Cancer because it got something to do with a Queen of Cups and it has something to do with sober. Somebody going to be like somebody could be in a relationship, they counterpart her going to be sober, or they're gonna be stuck. Did I tell you that? These Empresses don't get it. They counterpart got to go through a death and a rebirth. And it has to do with that her, or they're gonna be stuck her, and they're gonna be stuck with their lover, and they're gonna be looking crazy like this. This real talk her. These Empresses gonna be looking like this. Yeah, these Empresses, they're gonna be looking like this because they wanted to give so bad. I told y'all, but I gotta get the messages out. I gotta get them out. I definitely do. I sit around here playing with the divine. I told you, y'all sit around here keep playing with the divine, man. And then thinking the divine don't see you, baby. Yeah, I told you to create a seed, y'all. Got something to do with somebody to take action in Jupiter energy. And then I started doing that here, and then I started doing somebody here in denial. Didn't I tell you that? They in denial. Yeah, y'all figure brand new though. The sun is out. No, let me stop. Let me stop. The lovers. Yeah. Somebody here finna keep it 100 here. I told somebody here kept it 100 here. To these lovers. These lovers are stuck. Somebody here that kept it 100 here. It's telling them they stuck her. These lovers, they stuck. And they have something to do with that her. Or they try to have somebody here stuck and I got that they love her. Somebody that keep it 100. But somebody here, these Empresses, they return. And guess what? Somebody here won't pay back. Oh! The side. And it got something to do with that her. Cause styles gotta be balanced her. And it got something to do with that her. And it got something to do with soulmates. Yeah, I told y'all. Y'all sat around here playing around her. Cause got something to do with somebody here glowing up. Whoever this is that they thought they was gonna be sneaky too, they keep it 100. Cause it got something to do with twin flames here, and it got something to do with these psychics and they twin flame. But these psychics here is in the past with their twin flame that never went through a death and a rebirth. And it has something to do with that here because somebody here in the past want revenge because they missed somebody here. You psychics that thought y'all was going back to somebody that Your divine counterpart had still somebody they was messing with. Uh-uh. 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 Yeah, that's why I keep telling y'all to balance y'all dark and light. Everybody around here, somebody around. Cause it got something to do with somebody here walking away here. This gorgeous person finna walk away, this Queen of Wands. They got foresight because it got something to do with change. Yeah. And they got something to do with somebody here, they gonna have to change. Or they go, and they got something to do with their her. With this clinginess her and this soft note. Yeah. And they had something to do with their her. With this charm, they thought they was hiding they love of her. Yeah. Somebody here was hiding they love all along. And they had something to do with their her. Somebody here ain't gonna want to deal with somebody here. But they ain't gonna want to deal with somebody, but they sown their seeds with this person. And it has something to do with that here, with this Venus energy here. Somebody here got secret accounts. And they talking to somebody else. Somebody here should have been better off being by themselves. Instead of this commitment and loyalty and understanding and love, because it's another woman is here. It's another woman is here. And this is doggone Fireside that knew this. Yeah. Because it got something to do with inspiring her. So I heard they get it themselves. This Queen of Wands does. And it has something to do with that her. But it has something to do with commitment her and realizing. Somebody might want to have a commitment with somebody here and realize. But it's somebody here be at their breaking point here, daydreaming about somebody. Should I stay? Should I go? But it has something to do with the Ace of Cups here. It has something to do with somebody here getting to a trickster. They want to get to a trickster, a dishonorable person, and a trickster her. This is who they want to get to. Because somebody here got numbers. Give me one on the chariot. Told you. Somebody here wants somebody here that's inspiring to be upside down. That's what they thought. But they also doing somebody here that do self-love here. It's a closet of a cycle of them dealing with this person that do self-love. Because got something to do with somebody here getting zero else about a union in the soul tie. This other divine feminine don't give a doggone care about unions and soul ties. This Queen of Wands. You probably don't. Leo, y'all walking away, man. Y'all know what's up. Y'all know what's up. You heard me? Y'all can be glowing up here or somebody here glowing up. These Queen of Wands are glowing up here in 100%. They keep it 100. And it got something to do with that here. But they want, it got something to do with they lovers here wanted them to be asleep. A gorgeous person here that keep it 100. They wanted them to be asleep. It's the Queen of Wands that told this about these lovers this. But these lovers are asleep. While this Queen of Wands is going up and keeping it 100. And it has to do with her. Because these lovers here is stuck and sleep. Yeah. Real talk. They stuck and they sleep here. Somebody here that kept it 100 to them. Because it got something to do with somebody here that's inspiring. They thought that they can walk away from. But it has something to do with that here. But it has something to do with this inspiring person got foresight. And this person get it themselves. And it has something to do with that here. And it has something to do with this Queen of Wands here. Go only hold back. And it has something to do with that here. Because it has something to do with this Queen of Wands got foresight and they get it themselves. But it has something to do with that here. And it has something to do with this person here. They thought they gonna walk away from that's inspiring. This person don't care. Because this person busting up. And it has something to do with that here. And it has something to do with the chariot here. And it has something to do with somebody here thought that they can have women upside down. Or somebody here should have had transgressions. Could be the cancer. And it got something to do with some type of buddy here. Yeah. Earth signs here finna be upside down. Because it got something to do with something y'all did here with this Ace of Cups here. And thought y'all was inspiring on. And y'all don't see it coming, Earth signs. Yeah, that placed up. So I ain't like rise another woman around, man. And fire signs knew this. Fire signs knew this. That's what's up. Y'all play around here, man. Y'all play around here. Yeah. My hair get sorry her, man, because it got something to do with reflection, and it got something to do with reflection. Yeah, and it got something to do with the beaver her balance. So somebody should have been balanced her and was reflecting, or somebody that's balanced they be reflecting. Yeah, somebody played around her. It definitely did. Because it got something to do with passion her, the dragon. Somebody here wanted passion her with this dragon. And it has something to do with that her. And it has something to do with passion with somebody here that was loyal. But it has something to do with this loyal person got transgression with this bat and this communication. Told you that. It has something to do with passion her. So they finna go through a transformation with this Scorpio energy. Yeah, they finna go through these people. They got do a passion her. They gonna have to go through a transformation her with their new beginning. Or they thought that they was gonna have passion her with new beginnings. But they gonna have to go through a transformation because it got something to do with endured and trust. They should have endured and trust her with this groundhog and beaver. And it has something to do with that her. These leaders should have been doing this. Yeah. Yeah, they new beginning her transformation her back. Because they cared about passion with a new beginning. Yeah, somebody heard crazy. Because it got something to do with confidence her. Somebody heard thought they had confidence with their new beginning her with this raven. Yeah. But it has something to do with generosity her, the deer, and it has something to do with these people that had visions her wanted to be generosity to somebody her with this hippopotamus that is exploring. So it's like they thought they're gonna be generosity to somebody here that's exploring, and it has something to do with that. Her these people that got vision with this hippopotamus, they should have put boundaries up. Whoever this is, they put boundaries up because I hear forget sorry her for playing around. Yeah, that's why you forget sorry her for playing around, Leo. They thought it was all good and peaches and cream, but what it looked like to me is embracing your authentic self. They should have embraced their authentic self. Because it got something to do with limited and space and time. They should have respect their time and not be trying to get with people even though they're trying to get with them. They should have knew their worth. It got something to do with that. Know your worth. Give me one on passion. Got something to do with building and resilience. They should have been resilient by themselves and loving themselves, not with this passion. But it got something to do with that, and it got something to do with eating good her, but somebody could be eating good her, but they nurturing relationships. Yeah, when they should have released them. Yeah, everybody around her. We have her seeking support, so somebody her acting like they was building and resentment her, but they wanted to seek support her, and it has something to do with that her. That's why they new beginnings gonna be have to be a death and a rebirth, because it got something to do with they thought that they was gonna express with gratitude with family and friends as well as the sense of purpose. So they gave they purpose to their family and friends, whoever this is. That's why they gonna have to look at their shadow. They gonna have to look at their shadow. Yeah. Because it got something to do with that her, and it got something to do with they thought they had confidence her by charging your thoughts, but it has something to do with that her. But it got something to do with building the inner strength and being by themselves her. They should have been building the inner strength, being by themselves her, and it has something to do with that her by loving themselves, the inner child. They should have been working on their inner child self as well as by themselves her. Because being with these families, they should have never done. Because they don't know their identity. And it has something to do with that her. But they gave their purpose to their family and friends. Nah, somebody heard crazy. Somebody heard crazy, man. Somebody heard crazy. Somebody forget sorry her, man, for playing around, Leo. Yeah. For playing around her. That's why they finna find out that they gonna have to love themselves her. This is what they finna find out her with this thing. They got to love themselves her. Cause somebody her need to master loving themselves her, but they want to love themselves and have support with people. Nah, this is what they finna get. They finna get this. They finna get this light. Yeah, somebody finna get this light. Cause somebody thought it was all good, and it got something to do with that her. I told you somebody got to go through a rebirth. Yeah, with this Ace of Cups. And that's something to do with that her, and they gonna have to go through a rebirth her because it got something to do with somebody her and like they was going through a rebirth, but they was putting up clouds. These yingers her, yeah, these yingers her, they thought that they had faith. Yeah, these yingers her, yeah, these yingers, these feminine as well as yingers and yangers. Yeah, They thought that they had faith to have confidence her by acting like they did the work. They did it. They knew beginning is they gonna have to do the work, and it has something to do with that her, because they wanted to put up clouds like they went through a rebirth and a death and a rebirth. Yeah, real talk. Everybody around here, because it got something to do with the Three of Pentacles. They was working together her. I told you they was working together her and collaborating her. And whoever they was working together her finna walk away from them. Whoever that's working together with them is finna walk away from them. Yeah, whoever this is, whoever they was working with, finna walk away from them. This real talk, Leo. Because it got something to do with they finna walk away from somebody here, because they should have walked away from these charmers. They should have walked away from whoever they was working with here, because they ain't nothing but a charmer. And it has something to do with that her. But they didn't want to do that. And it has something to do with that her. Yeah. Because it got something to do with that. It got something to do with ascending here, and it got something to do with regards. I told you these ascended people here gave to the devil. And it has something to do with her. That's why they gotta go through a rebirth. And it has something to do with that her. These healers. These healers will be heartbroken. Told you that. Well, they thought we love them? Nah. Because it got something to do with their support system. I thought they would be sensitive who they supporting with. Didn't I tell you that? They gonna be quiet her. Who they support with, who they working with her, they gonna be sensitive her, and they gonna have to be offensive. They gonna be sensitive who they was working with her, and they gonna be offensive with the Seven of Wands, and it got something to do with that her, because they try to put up clouds, and it got something to do with that her, and now they gonna act like they self-victimizing whoever this is, and they gonna be stuck. They can't run. Ain't no running her. It ain't no running. Wherever this is, baby, ain't no running. Ain't no running here. Because it got something to do with that her, Leo. And it got something to do with somebody who gonna be in anxiety. I told you that. With this Nine of Swords. Because it got something to do with what they was given to and what they was sowing their seeds into with this effectiveness and generosity. And it has something to do with that her, with this skill development. They should have had skill development. But they were sowing their seeds in the wrong place her. Yeah. They would have got victory if they wouldn't have sown their seeds in the wrong place her. And they had to move the quorum of waters, but they didn't do that her. And be the Nine of Wands. They had to resist these people. But they didn't do that. And they sit around her acting like they got confidence her. And yin and yang, yeah, you got confidence. Because your confidence is coming. Because you're going to have to go through this death and rebirth her. Y'all finna get enlightened her. You're going to have to go through this death. Sagittarius already with. But y'all gonna have to go through this death and rebirth her. You yingers and yangers. That's divine feminines and maximums. Yeah, y'all played around her. Nobody played around with y'all. Somebody here played These readers been off the chain this week. I've been off the chain. You heard me? The Chariot, Cancer energy, and it has something to do with that her. And where they gonna have to go is into the conscious. That's exactly where they go, so they can elevate to the conscious. This is where they gonna have to go. And you know why they gonna have to go through that? Because they gotta find their self-mastery her. And you know why they gotta find their self-mastery her? Because it got something to do with if they don't find their self-mastery her, they finna fall. Because it's justice for them to fall. And you know why it's justice for them to fall? Because it got something to do with Libra energy and also Libra energy her. A Libra had the strength too to have self-mastery. And it has something to do with that her. But it has something to do with they gonna have to go through this. I told you a Sag and a Libra went through this. And it has something to do with that her. And it has something to do with this Sag and Libra went through this transformation. I told you they got to go through a transformation here with this disputes and shadow. They got to look at that shadow. I told you that. Look at that. They got to look at that shadow. And it has something to do with that her. Y'all? That's what they have to look at. It's a Libra that already went through this in a Sag. But these yingers and yangers, yeah, y'all played around her, man. Y'all don't see it coming. Y'all don't see it coming. Cause it got something to do with life choices. Somebody here got had a life choice that they had to make. Life choices, here, man. They had life choices. It got something to do with that, and it got something to do with somebody. Life choices is a death cord. They got to go through a rebirth. Yeah, whoever this is. It got something to do with that, cause it got something to do with appearances and authority. Yeah. Somebody here wanted to put up appearances, her, but it got something to do with authority. They was putting up appearances for they love her, and then they forgot about authority. Oh no, you can't forget about authority. You definitely can't not playing with a Tempest Angel here. Not playing with this Tempest Angel. Because it got something to do with that her. Because this Tempest Angel is determined for renewal. And this, I told you, for renewal and guidance. Stop playing. They played with a high priestess here that was guided as well as renewal. They played with this high priestess that was a Tempest Angel here. These high priestesses that's with these emperors here, and acting like they in inner freedom. They not in freedom. They the fool. They want to start something new, and it got something to do with that her, and thinking that they protected. Nah, they ain't protected her, baby boy. Not with self-realizing. This is what they gonna self-realize. Yeah, whoever this is with this unions, because it got something to do with that her. Because they should have been in their creative thinking. That's what they should have been at, but they didn't want to do that. Somebody her played around her, Lee. Somebody her played around. Somebody here played around, Leo. Yeah, they like choices here is a dead cord. They got these yingers here. Yeah, these yingers here finna go through that death to their rebirth. These yingers here finna go through that death to their rebirth. These yingers here finna do what the divine want them to do. Not this Tempest Angel. The Tempest Angel had was the messenger. But it has something to do with they gonna have to do what the divine told them to do. And they gonna have to go through a death and a rebirth. And they got to look at the shadow. These yingers and yangers. Yeah. For playing around her. Yeah. For playing around. For playing around her, man. For playing around her. Some can happen in 64 days, too. Like in 2 months. And it has something to do with that, her. And it has something to do with that. Because it got something to do with it 13 days. It can happen, too. But it has something to do with that. So I got to go through a death and rebirth. Whatever they thought they was doing her. Evidence is. They played around. Yeah. Whatever this is. Because it got something to do with somebody who was working together with somebody. The Three of Pentacles. And it got something to do with they want to act like they want to work together with a chosen one here. Yeah. And they thought they was going to hang this chosen one here. That cut off BS. And it has something to do with that her. And this person, everything they touch turned to gold. And it has something to do with that her. This chosen one. And it has something to do with that her. And this person working and leveling up her. Yup. Yeah. It's gonna be a change for these stars and they power. It's gonna be a change for them. Because it got something to do with that her. Because it's a Queen of Wands that came in her with the aid. It has something to do with the ancestors protect this person. Yup. Because it got something to do with this person do salt baths. Salt baths. It has something to do with that from these made men. Because these made men here is feeding their fears. That's why they finna go through a natural disaster. Oh, wait. With this Maya. They wanted Maya her to go through a natural disaster her with this Ace of Wands. Yeah, they wanted this person, this Maya to go through a natural disaster. And it has something to do with that her. But they don't see something coming her. This person still finna get justice with this Eight of Wands. Ooh, told you. Libra energy here. Can be a healer her. Or somebody can be a healer. But these healers her is in love energy her. Yeah. And they connect to the ancestors records, but they get falsely officer. And they got something to do with that her. They don't see something coming here, man. Somebody here don't see something coming. They don't. I already played around her. Leo. Ain't nothing he did. Somebody played around. Yeah. They played around her, Lee. They definitely did. They played around here with the wrong one here. Somebody here playing with a chosen one. They play with this chosen with her, man. They thought they go hang them. Nah. What's coming in? Told you, this chosen one here is wealthy. I told you that. This chosen one is in wealth. Yeah. And I saw do it there. And I saw do it. Somebody here thought that it's gonna be in wealth with Venus energy here. And I saw do it there with relationships. That ain't happening. With this sexual energy here. Yeah, this Venus energy here, the Two of Cups. It got something to do with Earth energy here. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles. But it got something to do with this Queen of Pentacles here. She don't see something coming. It got something to do with that her. It got something to do with this earth side her. And it got something to do with water storage. But it got something to do with this water storage her. This person, this earth side is water storage into the Antichrist. They're like, look good her. This one's gonna be sold. Hey, whoever this is. Hey, with this watch it off. What's coming in for the sign of Leo? Somebody here better tap in. They better tap in here. Especially the world card. Cause these empresses here act like they got a new beginning here with the world. Or who got a new beginning is this Phoenix energy here. They gonna have to rise from the ashes. Or they gonna get karma. Like I told you, they gotta go through a death and a rebirth. Who getting new beginnings here is a doggone Empress as a fire sign that rose from the ashes. They went through death and a rebirth. That's why somebody here finna get karma here. Cause somebody here finna speak the truth about them getting karma. This is what they finna see. Yeah. These bad boys and they opposites attract. They didn't never break a generational curse. And it has something to do with that here. This is the truth. They never break a generational curse. And somebody here spiritual walking on it. Yeah, somebody here. And it got something to do with this high priestess here. It's spiritual walking. Yeah. These King of Cups here. It's indecisive her and partying with the Three of Cups here. Yeah. But it has something to do with that right here. Celebrating her, they finna be in anxiety here. These star seeds. Didn't I tell you that? It says star seeds and activation. These star seeds finna be in anxiety. Because it got something to do with that here. And the reason why is because they didn't go on their healing journey. They wanted to be with somebody here. They wanted to do their healing journey and be with somebody. And it has something to do with that here. It has something to do with they gave the tree of life to that counterpart her that never went through a death and a rebirth her. And that's a no-no. You get in the tower. And it has something to do with that her. With this spiritual law. And this Antichrist her. You get in the tower. Yeah. Told you. By acting like you looking good her. And it got something to do with the Queen of Pentacles her. Earth energy as well. Yeah, somebody here played around her. They played around her. Whoever this is. That's why somebody gotta have to tap in. Because it got something to do with building the community. Somebody here building the community, this chosen one. Because it got something to do with this emperor. It got something to do with this emperor. Think that they a diamond in the rough. But it got something to do with somebody here sleep her. And it got something to do with transformation and wisdom her. They would sleep on their own divine counterpart. They never went through a transformation her with this homesteading. And it has something to do with that her. And this homesteading her, they finna get a great awakening. And with the great awakening they finna get her, it's this staff of events. And they finna get backstabbed her with this knife. And it has something to do with that her. Because they got a falsely offer her. Yeah. I told you that. I gotta hurry up. Y'all, I told y'all that. I gotta keep it real. Give me one on this chosen one her. I gotta keep it real on my channel. Gotta get them messages out, man. You know, why somebody played around her? That's I told you. Didn't I tell you somebody played around? Somebody played around. And it got something to do with that her. It got something to do with the chosen one her. And somebody here is with the Father of Skies. And it has something to do with trust in the universe. This person trusts in the universe. This chosen one her. And it has something to do with that her. And it has something to do with protection of guidance. Protect your shield. As well as the wintertime here. Take care of your needs. So this person that was in the wintertime here, they shield themselves in the wintertime here. This chosen one. And it has something to do with her. They had an altar her, and it has something to do with the West. The West want this person altar, but it has something to do with her, with this staff. But it has something to do with her. The West want this person altar, but they can't have this person altar. This person too connected to the Father of skies, this chosen one. You gotta take their altar. Give me one on this. And it has something to do with the middle world her in the present moment. This chosen one her is in the middle world in the present moment. This person is in the middle world, and this person is in the present moment with wealth. And it has something to do with that. And it has something to do with prayer and hope. And it has something to do with this person. They pray and they hope, but they also get messages in their dream state. And it has something to do with her. It got something to do with the earth side her. Switch your perspectives. And it got something to do with this earth side need to switch their perspectives, because it got something to do with the West. And it has something to do with her. And it got something to do with the protection of guidance and drop your shield. They need to protect the goddess of shield, and it got something to do with the West her in the winter time. They gonna have to go within. These earth signs gonna have to go within. It's for sure. Some of them, yeah, because it got something to do with distance, guidance, and choosing your path. So these earth signs here gonna have to choose their paths and be in the present moment and tap in, because it got something to do with these seers here, and it got something to do with these seers here staff. It got something to do with earth and nurture her. I told you that. Somebody heard these it got something to do with these seers here. It got something to do with earth energy here grew. I told you these seers here grew. And it got something to do with air size. Yeah. And it has something to do with her. And it got something to do with altars. And it has something to do with prayer. And it has something to do with her. But it has something to do with somebody here getting downloads her. These earth signs be getting downloads her. But it has something to do with the West. And it has something to do with they should have shielded themselves. They gave to the earth energy, and they should have never did that. These earth signs should have never gave to earth energy, and they get messages in their dream state. Oh, they should have never did that. You don't give to nobody, to the earth energies. The Most High gave you them gifts. Come on, here playing around, and it got something to do with what they plant their seeds into her by building in the community her. Yeah, because it got something to do with lodge her, and it got something to do with in the fall, and it has something to do with the West, and it has something to do with her, and it has something to do with they should have protected they altar. I thought they should have protected themselves. Because it got something to do with prayer, and it has something to do with they getting dream states. I was just earth signs are getting dream states. They get messages in their dream state. These earth signs, and it has something to do with her. But it has something to do with these earth signs got to alter her, and it got something to do with they are seers. But it has something to do with they are seers her. But they grew with these earth signs her, and it got something to do with the winter side. They grew with them, and it has something to do with her, and it has something to do with the fire signs her in the winter time. But it has something to do with the animals of guardian. Trust your instructions, transgressions, and it got something to do with her, because it got something to do with somebody who's doing magic on these fire signs her and being tricksters. Yeah, I told you that. This got something to do with the East as well. Her these earth signs is in the East, and they went tricksters, because they set around her gave to earth signs her they gifts we going through in their dream state. Yeah, somebody here played around her. Take care. Bye. They played around her.